Landon Big Balls Dickerson. Big D. We need a nickname like Big D Dickerson or something like that.
Oh, no.
For shakedown. Prepare for a shakedown. Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down.
He says, "What's up, gentlemen? What are your thoughts on Driscoll possibly taking over for Lane one day? I appreciate everything you both do. Keep up the great work, gentlemen."
Thanks,
Thank you, man, so much for Super Chat, man. What are your thoughts on Driscoll being the right tackle?
I think it's possible. If he stays healthy, I think it's possible because when they threw him into the fire, I think his rookie year, I thought he played pretty well. I think he actually, and I've said this multiple times, I think Driscoll could be the future right tackle to this team. I think it could happen. I do. I think he's a solid right guard. I don't think he's the guy, but I think he's solid. And then I think at right tackle, once Lane decides to retire, whenever that's going to be, I think Driscoll's waiting in the back end. I think going into this year, I think with Seumalo coming back in, I think we're going to have Driscoll be that backup right guard, right tackle this year, if that's the case. So I think he's just waiting for his chance.
Let me ask you this: Are you concerned about Isaac Seumalo at right guard? Do you think he's going to be the starter? I mean, there are reports, and it doesn't really come from Philly, but around the league, if you look at some of the national reports, everybody has Seumalo listed as somebody the Eagles could cut still. What are your thoughts on that? I can't see why they would do that personally. I don't think it makes any sense. But I would not mind maybe giving Juergens a chance at right guard if they're going to cross-train him.
They could have a three-man. They can have a three-man competition. I mean, from what was said about Juergens, our second-round pick, it said that he's going to play some center and going to play next to Kelsey at right guard. I think they're going to move guys around. OTAs, they actually had Isaac Seumalo in at right guard, so there is definitely the idea of him starting there. But I know his pass protection is definitely – it's not great. You know, his run blocking is good, but his pass protection kind of makes me nervous a little bit. I don't know how well he's going to play on the right side. I don't know in the past if he has played on the right side a couple times. But I think it'll be a three-man competition between Driscoll, Juergens, and having Seumalo come back. So I think it's going to be on the competition.
And who would you give? Who would you give who do you think is the favorite to win that position?
If Juergens shows a lot of promise with having Jeff Stalin and Kelsey right by his side, I feel like Juergens should get the playing time and start.
What if Juergens plays fantastic and we're like, we can't move him from right guard, he's got to be there. Now we still need a center.
Yeah, we
already did that with Landon Dickerson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Landon Big Balls Dickerson. Big D. We need a nickname like Big D Dickerson or something like that. You know?
Oh, no. big
Dirty Dampin Dickerson. I don't know. We need to come up with a name.
No, I mean, you don't want to move Dickerson from the left side. I mean, you don't want to move him to the center anymore. I mean,
that sounded so gross. You said that. You don't want to move the Dickerson to the left side.
I'm trying to say it the right
left
way.
Guard. Then you have left tackle. Yeah, it's going to be interesting because I think Seumalo probably wins that right guard spot, but I really like him on the bench. Like, he's a guy that I can move all around. I like the idea of a swing guard like that, you know? It's a shame you don't have somebody else that could start, you know?
Now, if you trade him, I think they save like 5.6 on the books.
Yeah, exactly.
If they trade him, then great. And I don't know. I mean, I'm still waiting for Dillard. I don't know what's going on. Like, we heard all these rumors about maybe Seumalo, maybe Andre Dillard. You know what I mean? Of these trade talks. So we'll see. I don't know.
Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes Philly Shakedown.
Let's go.